I'm Alan Spears with Occupy Democrats, and in some rather hilarious breaking news, the Harris-Walz campaign just completely called out Donald Trump and his campaign for the total and complete cowards that they are and made them look completely foolish once again. Now, in case you have somehow managed to forget, we are rapidly approaching the election. We are less than a month away, and suffice it to say that both campaigns are kicking it into overdrive as they constantly try to gain leverage and ground over their opponents. Perhaps one of the biggest wins that Harris managed to secure was actually the debate against Donald Trump, where they appeared on CBS and went toe-to-toe in an audience-free debate. And boy, did that debate absolutely not go well for Donald Trump and gave us such wonderful gems like this.
So just a yes or no, you still do not have a plan?
I have concepts of a plan. I'm not president right now. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Eating the dogs, indeed. It would seem, though, that this debate left a mark on Donald Trump's psyche, as it is very clear that he is incredibly afraid of debating Harris again and has done his best to come up with excuse after excuse as to not participate again. Now, we all knew that Donald Trump was a rambling old man that clearly is in some sort of cognitive decline, but these debates absolutely provided a deeper insight and painted a picture, as it were, of Donald Trump's true mental dilapidation and proved to us that he really is not fit to be president. Now, in years prior, we have seen presidential candidates take on a number of different debates. However, there has only been a single debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Now, we were anticipating at least one or perhaps two additional debates to let the candidates speak a little bit more about the issues that matter to them. However, it would seem that Donald Trump is running scared, and the Harris and Walz campaign had the perfect response to this cowardice, and that is what brings us into our breaking story today. With Trump and his campaign on the ropes, his cognitive decline very apparent at this point, and with his cowardice on full display for the country to see, Harris and Walz decided to lay a further smackdown on their Republican opponents. Released just moments ago, a statement from Harris-Walz campaign chair Jen O'Malley Dillon on CNN Debate and Town Hall Invitation, quote, "Donald Trump's refusal to join Vice President Harris on the debate stage again is a disservice to the American people. They deserve to see the candidates side by side one more time before casting their ballots for one last look at their vastly different visions for America." After backing out of 60 Minutes and doing 27 straight interviews with conservative media, unfortunately, it is clear Trump would rather cocoon himself in safe spaces and avoid real questions about his harmful plans and failed divisive leadership. Trump fears another debate where Vice President Harris would hold him accountable in front of tens of millions of Americans. Trump may want to hide from the voters, but Vice President Harris welcomes the opportunity to share her vision for a new way forward for the country. She is happy to accept CNN's invitation for a live, televised town hall on October 23rd in Pennsylvania. This will be a unique opportunity for voters to hear directly from the Vice President on her commitment to be a president for all Americans and her plans to lower families' costs, protect our freedoms, including reproductive freedom, and keep us safe and secure. She will also use this platform to make the argument directly to Americans that Donald Trump will threaten the stability and security of hardworking families, and that a second Trump term is too big of a risk for our country. And it really is hard to disagree with anything in that statement, as Donald Trump is certainly the biggest danger this country has perhaps ever faced, and that a second Trump presidency, well, that would be the end of us all. Now, this is not the first time that Harris has said she's going to be there at the town hall, at the debate hall, no matter what. Whether or not Donald Trump shows up, she is going to use the time to talk to Americans directly and try to promote her idea of where this country should go. And I dare say that is a vision that is far greater and far better than anything Donald Trump has to offer. And it really is astounding how Trump constantly tries to paint himself as this big tough man who's tough on crime and tough on any of his opponents and will stand up for you and your rights when he can't even show up in a debate hall. The man is an absolute coward and absolutely knows that he has nothing. He has no leg to stand on, and he knows that Harris can wipe the floor with him in a debate. We've already seen it. Now only time will tell if Trump will ultimately cave to the pressure from Democrats and even some Republicans to show up once again and debate Harris. But what is for certain is that Harris is absolutely going to wipe the floor with Donald Trump both in a debate and on the election, and is going to lead us out of the darkness that Donald Trump put us in and take us into a better and brighter tomorrow. So make sure you show up at the polls on Tuesday, November 5th, and make your voice heard.